I've come across a fantastic website that has helped me and will definitely help you with respect to your marketing campaigns for your print-on-demand business, whether it's an Instagram reel, a TikTok video, or a Facebook story, or a YouTube video, or any kind of video campaign. This website is definitely going to help you. Take a look at what I created here. Hi everybody, it's Brian here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I am super excited to be showcasing this particular website to you today. This website is called flexclip.com. It is an easy and versatile platform that you can use to create any kind of marketing, video marketing campaign to get the word out to potential customers and anybody who follows you or could potentially follow you on any of the social media platforms that you utilize, so that you can get your message across and direct traffic to your respective print-on-demand shops and hopefully encourage them enough to actually click on the add to cart button and make the sale. And hey everybody, I've got something really special that I'll be announcing at the end of this video, so please make sure that you stick around for that. You definitely don't want to miss this. It's really exciting news. So we're going to hop over onto my computer right now so that I can show you how to use FlexClip to create a video similar to the one that I just showed you. It's super easy to do and it's really not going to take that long to create. So let's head over to my computer right now. Hi everybody, welcome to my computer screen, and as you can see here we are on the FlexClip website. At the moment I'm on the end part of the video that I just showed you. I'm just going to go back to the home page right now, and when you actually log in, this is actually what you are going to be seeing here. Now we've got home, my projects, favorites, and stock video. These are basically the areas that you're going to be wanting to focus your attention on. Now from the get-go, it might seem a little bit daunting, but trust me, it is really easy to use. So the first thing that you want to take a look at is you can actually choose this button and start from scratch. So let's do that. We're going to start from scratch, and the first option that you basically have in front of you is either to use a timeline mode or a storyboard mode. Now basically the timeline mode is obviously going to give you full control over music tracks and videos to maximize the editing capabilities. Whereas the storyboard mode is basically an intuitive view in the simplest way to create a stunning video in just a few minutes. I tend to enjoy using the facility on any kind of video editing program where I can actually see the timeline and actually interject my own music. So for me, I'm going to be using the timeline mode. But if you want to get into it and try the storyboard mode, you're absolutely welcome to do so. So we're just going to click on choose, and we'll wait for the website to open up the page. Okay, so as you can see here, we're just going to click on skip these ones. These are just little tutorials that come up through. Now, when you are on FlexClip, you have a lot of options that you can choose from. So you can actually go ahead and select one of their predefined templates and then modify those if you want to, okay? You've got a section for media where you can actually upload your own files, any kind of recordings that you would like to interject into your video. You can actually upload those from here too. Obviously you have the text function, so you can obviously overlay text onto your video, and the beautiful thing about it is that they have a lot of different effects that you can actually use when you are interjecting your text onto your videos. We'll get to that a little bit later on in the video. You can also select any of the thousands upon thousands of stock videos that they have, and when I tell you they've got thousands, I am not kidding. I actually went through it for a few minutes and it was just absolutely unbelievable, the number of stock videos that they have on offer for a plethora of different types of categories. So basically we are spoiled for choice when we are actually accessing this component on the website. They have an extensive catalog of stock photos too as well. And again, for each category, you have the see all function, which is obviously going to open up the catalog so that you'll be able to see a lot more. And again, we'll get to that a little bit later on. In addition to video and photos, they also have a great catalog of royalty-free music that you can utilize in any of the videos that you create. So it's really, really versatile. This is an absolute amazing aspect of this particular platform that you can sink your teeth into. They also have an elements section. Now this is basically where you can actually add lots of little moving components onto your video, particularly if you have static photos, just so that obviously the video that you're creating won't be dry and boring. It will always have some kind of action, some kind of movement to obviously keep your customer, to keep the person seeing your video engaged, attentive to what it is that you are trying to obviously get across to them, without them obviously scrolling away and obviously losing the potential sale. You also have a section called overlays, again, which you can overlay things onto videos, onto photos too as well. They also have a background image, so if you don't have a photo or an idea for a video that you would like to interject, or maybe you just want to portray a simple text message on a very clear or gradient-based background, you can do that from this aspect of the platform. And then you also have a section for branding too as well. So you can actually create your own text, your own images pertaining to your brand, and then obviously superimpose that onto your video. Now let's see how easy it is to actually create a short 27 to 30 second video for Instagram, for TikTok, or for any of the other social media platforms that I would want to use in order to get people to know about my product that I have up for sale on my Redbubble, TeePublic, Zazzle, Spreadshirt Shop, Merch by Amazon, whatever print-on-demand platform you use. You can use this program for any and all of your marketing campaigns to drive traffic to your particular print-on-demand websites. Okay, so let's just go back to templates here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something straight from scratch. I don't want to use one of their templates. I want to just start off with a bunch of videos and then add some photos of my products with a little bit of text and overlay, so that everything will come together nicely in one concise package that I can actually download and put up on my social media. So we're going to click on video here, and given the fact that I have a design, many of you will have seen this design before in previous YouTube videos of mine. It has a summary field. So in the search videos field, I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to type in summary. But if we click on it, we're going to be presented with a ton of videos that have the keyword summer attached to it. And then basically it's simply a question of going through them, and as you hover your mouse over the video, you're going to see an orange circle with a plus symbol. Once you click on it, that's going to add the video to your timeline. So we're going to choose this one. I want to choose this one of the beautiful lady obviously running with some guy holding her hand at a beach there. So we're going to add that. We're going to add on this water effect over here, the swimming pool water. And I think we're just going to choose those three videos. If I just head back, just double check. Yeah, those were the three that we used. So we're on the first video here, and I want to trim it down. Obviously, it's over 50 seconds in duration. It's far too long. I want to utilize maybe the first 4 to 5 seconds of this video. So I'm going to click on trim at the top here. Okay, and obviously we see the video in its entirety, and we've got our timeline. So in order to trim down the video, you just want to grab the handles either on the left hand side or the right hand side and start dragging until you get to a point that you are obviously happy with. So we've got this nice beautiful splash coming in. So let's just go back a little bit. I'm going to take it from the beginning, and I'm going to drag the end slider right down. And as you can see, as I'm dragging to the left, the duration of the video is decreasing in time. So I want to bring it down till I reach about 5 seconds. Okay, so roughly, let's take it over there. That's fine. So we're going to click trim video, and now my video is trimmed down to approximately 5 seconds. I want to do the same thing with the second video. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm just going to choose trim. And again, I'm going to drag it down. Now, we need to make sure that we're choosing a really great place where we're seeing the smile of this beautiful girl. So we're going to take it from there, and we're just going to drag it down to 5, because summer should be a happy time. People are enjoying the beach. People are enjoying the warm weather. So we're just going to drag it down till about 5 seconds as well. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, there about 5 seconds. Brilliant. So we're going to trim the video. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is we want to trim down this next video component, which is obviously the video of water in a swimming pool. So we're just going to click on trim, and this one I'm going to bring it down to about 4 seconds. Okay, so about 4 seconds there. Okay, 396, 4. Brilliant. So we're going to trim that, and we are good to go with respect to that. Okay, so now before we actually insert the text, given the fact that I am planning on using this video for Instagram Reels or TikTok videos, I need to make sure that FlexClip is going to encode and produce my video in that format. And to do that, it's very, very simple. All we have to do is navigate our mouse pointer to the top left corner of the screen here where it says 16 is to 9. We're just going to click on it and we are going to choose 9 is to 16. And as you can see, FlexClip has introduced sort of the white border around on my video, so I will know exactly which parts of the video are going to be in play. So I'm going to click on 9 is to 16. Now if I just went back to the beginning of the clip and I just actually press play, I'm going to be seeing the waves are coming crashing in just from the left, which I'm quite happy with. Now we're toggling on. Okay, so what has happened is that the video of the pretty girl is too short, so we're just going to double click on that. So we're just going to decrease the duration of the second video component to 5 seconds. All right, there we go. Should be good there. All right, now if we just start it again from the beginning, we can see the waves are coming in crashing from the left. We toggle over to the girl running at the beach, and then we key over onto the swimming pool water. All right, now we want to add some text, okay? So we're gonna go back to the beginning and we're just gonna click on text here. Now in terms of text effects, we are spoiled for choice. You've got your basic text, which you can see at the top here. And then if you just scroll down, you've got different titles and text styles and basically different text effects for a whole slew of different categories for whatever it is that you wish to create a video for. Okay, so in terms of adding text to the video, it's very simple. All we need to do is we need to navigate to the text function and you're presented with different types of text choices to add to your video. You've got your basic text, your dynamic text, and then you've got different titles and different text styles, which effectively you can go through and basically play around with them, get used to them so that you can actually utilize them for any and all of your marketing campaigns, depending on what kind of effect or style effect that you wish to portray in your video. For today's example, I chose dynamic text. So I'm just going to click on see all here. And I went out with pop out center. So I'm just going to click on that one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on it so that I can enter my text. And as you can see here, I've got the field where I can actually enter the text. And we're going to type in after a very long, what we'll do is let's put very on the next line, bring long up there, and then we'll do winter. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to increase the size of it. So you can either actually manually increase the size over here, or you can grab the handles, the corner handles here, and just basically stretch out to however size, or rather to whatever size you would like to increase it to. Now, if you want to center it, you've got this positioning icon over here. If you just click on it, it gives you a 3x3 square. And each square is obviously going to have a different positioning effect on your text. So if you want it in the top left-hand corner, you just click on this one and boom, as you can see, the text has been justified to the left in the top left-hand corner. I want to have it centered in the top. So I'm just going to click on this position here. And as you can see, it is now moved to the top center, but I want to be a little bit more picky and I want to grab it and bring it down a little bit manually. Okay, and as you can see, I've got that purple line which has just come down obviously and has split the video in half. That's telling me that my text is centered. All right, now if I want to have a look and see what kind of effect this text is going to portray on the video, all I need to do is press play. And as you can see, it's just popped in, which for me is absolutely fine. Now we want to put in the next text. Okay, so we're just going to take it back to the beginning on the storyboard, and we're going to add in another piece of text. Okay, so now the next piece of text that we're going to just include, let's just choose bottom up down. So we're just going to click on that, and we are going to type in the time is finally here with an exclamation mark, and I want to have this piece smack dab in the center. So what I want to do is I want to increase the size, and let's just take the size manually here and bring it up to 67. See what kind of effect? That's absolutely brilliant for me. I'm very happy with that. So let's have a look at that. You can see, let's go back to the beginning here. Okay, the time is finally here. All right, now I'm noticing that the duration for this particular segment of the video is a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim it down again. So we're just going to click on trim and we'll bring it down a little bit. Let's bring it down to about 4 seconds thereabouts. Trim video. All right, we'll drag the timeline down. and then just press play. And as you can see, that is absolutely wonderful. So now the final piece of text that we're going to be putting on the video components before we actually introduce our photos is enjoy the good times. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, and let's just choose, I don't know, fade up, down. Let's see what kind of effect that has. So we're going to double click on that, and we're going to type in enjoy the good times. Okay, and now we want to make sure it's centered. So we're going to choose the positioning, centered right in the middle, and we're going to increase the size again to 67. All right, let's have a look and see what that looks like. Okay, so that's pretty good. It fades out. So I'm really happy so far with the video components. We're going to be adding in the music later. It's not going to be like one of those boring silent movie films. We're going to add some music later on. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to add in some product photos so that we can actually interject that into the video so that we can show our customers the potential product that they could actually consider visiting our shop to purchase for. And then obviously we'll add a few overlays onto that to spruce it up a little bit and make it really exciting. So to do that, we're just going to click on Media. And what I'm going to do is I have the photos that I wish to use, and I'm going to click and drag them from my Windows Explorer folder into the section over here so that they will obviously upload. I'm going to choose both of them and obviously bring them in. So as you can see here, we've got our two photos. Now they've uploaded, and I'm going to add the first one here, which is going to be this picture of this gentleman with obviously a small child on his back. So we're going to add that to the timeline. And as you can see, that's what it looks like over here. Okay, and then I'm going to add this one into the timeline as well, so that obviously is going to happen at the end. And now what I want to do is I want to add a few interesting overlays. So we're going to go back to this one here, and I'm just going to choose overlays. And again, you can choose decorative overlays, you've got title overlays, so many different choices. Let's choose decorative overlays. I'm going to choose select see all, and the one that I want to use, I'm going to be using this one here at the bottom, which is, you can see here. So we're going to add that, and as you can see, we've got a yellow and pink and white color code. That's obviously not my brand colors, so I would want to change them, and you can do so by obviously clicking on these color dots here at the top and obviously changing the color. So if we're going to change the pink to a blue, you can actually add in your own particular hex codes if you want. For the intensive purpose of this particular video, so that obviously won't be very long, I'm going to select this blue because it's quite close to my brand color. And then in terms of the yellow, I'm going to choose this one over here. Okay, and I'll leave the white too as well because it actually looks pretty cool. And if I play it, we're going to see that we've got that nice overlay which is pulling away from the gentleman who's carrying the child on his back here. So people are actually engaged in terms of what they're seeing here. We've got that zoom in function that FlexClip is putting in for us with respect to the video. Okay, and now if we move to the second one here, I want to put another overlay. What I would like to do is I would like to have sort of this function over here where you've got the top and bottom bars opening up, sort of like you're opening up one of these scrolls here. So we're going to click on that, we're going to add that, and again, we're going to change the pink to the blue. So we're just going to click on it, select blue over here, and then we're just going to play it so that we can see what it looks like. And as you can see, I'm really happy with that. Now, what we want to do is we want to add some music that's uplifting, that's joyful, that's, going to keep people interested in listening in addition to obviously watching what it is that I'm portraying. So we're just going to click on we're going to click on music. Okay, and what I can do here is I can actually select by mood. So you've got all of these particular selections, choices that you can select from. You can also select from the genre, or you can actually type in a keyword into the search field here and hope that there's a piece of music that is obviously associated with that keyword. I'm going to type in happy. I'm going to hit enter. And as you can see here, we've got two pieces of music that obviously are associated with happy. The one that I chose was resolution, so you can actually click on the play button. You can already see that it's got a nice beat to it. It's a happy movement, so we're going to take that, and to obviously introduce that piece of music to your video, you just click on the plus symbol here, and FlexClip superimposes the music to your video. Okay, so now the last thing that we need to do is we need to inform our customers of our website, where it is that they can visit to obviously purchase this particular design if they're so inclined and interested to do so. Now, for this particular slide, I don't want to have something which is really bombastic. I want something which is a little bit subdued so that obviously the information pertaining to my website, my shop name, is going to be stand out prominently, and that's what I want people to focus on. Now, to do that, I can actually head over to the background tab, which is over here. And what I would like to do is I want to choose a gradient photo background. All right, so I'm just going to click on one of these here. Let's choose See All. And as you can see, we've got a lot of different types of gradients, which is absolutely wonderful. I don't have to stay worrying about trying to figure out what colors I'm going to use for the gradient and whatnot, because they're presented for me over here. And given the fact that blue was quite prominent throughout this video because of the summery feel, I thought that I would go with this blue gradient over here. So I'm just going to click on the plus symbol here. It's added to the timeline, but it hasn't added in the right place. So I'm just going to click on it and I'm going to drag it to the end here. Super simple to do. And as you can see, the music has already extended because of the fact that I added on another component here. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to add some text to this particular frame. And I'm going to go to the basic title here. I'm choosing title. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click here and I'm going to type in see more at, and we want to make this bold. I want to increase the size, so let's choose 67. Seems to work good for the previous ones. That works brilliantly. And again, we want to just click on the position, take it to the top here, and we'll just bring it down a little. That's fine over there. Okay, now I want to put something a little bit dynamic with a little bit of movement pertaining to my shop name. All right, so we're going to go back to text here. And what we'll do is we're just going to go down here and let's check modern titles. I'm going to click See All. And obviously this is not going to be the same as the one that I showed you in the first one, so that we can just try something different. Again, you got a lot of really interesting designs here. So let's choose this one here, Creative Designs. Okay, obviously let's put that into place here. And let's assume for a moment, I don't know, we'll just choose a fictitious name, Redbubble Designs here. Now we need to shrink this down a little bit so that obviously it will fit into that, and we can just press play in order to see what it's going to look like. Redbubble Designs, that's pretty good too as well. Now the last thing that we want to do is obviously we would want to put in a website address. Again, this is a fictitious shop, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on back here. I'm going to go back to basic text and I'm going to choose a subtitle here, this component that doesn't have a background in it. So it's going to come down to the bottom here. I'm going to increase the size of it too as well, because obviously I want people to be able to read it. It makes no sense if they cannot read it. We'll just double click on that and then we'll just type in www. Well, let's do it in small caps, www.redbubbleshop.com, for example. Again, obviously you would put in your own specific website address and leave that over there too as well. Okay, and we'll just bring that down a little bit. Okay, and then we can just have a look and see what it's going to look like. So now the last thing that I want to do is I want to increase the duration of this final slide. I want it to last a little bit longer than the other ones so that obviously my customers will have more time, more of a chance to be able to read my website address and obviously the name of my shop so that they obviously can visit accordingly. Now to do that, all you need to do is just click on that and you right click on it and choose timeline. Okay, and as you can see, we've got the timeline. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the video over here at the bottom here, and I'm just going to increase, and we're going to take it up. And let's just take it up to about 5 seconds here. Okay, 4.9, thereabouts, 5 seconds. Okay, so once I'm happy with the extended duration of this particular segment of the video, I just click on the X symbol here to go back to the beginning. And now I can just see the whole entire thing from the beginning to the end. And again, if there's something that you don't like, you can always go back in and retweak it and adjust accordingly. Super easy to do, very versatile. So as you can see, it's really not that difficult to create. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but then again, with any program that you actually start using for the first time, there's a bit of a learning curve. But then once you actually get the hang of it and you know where everything is positioned and what kind of effects this particular platform can offer to you, I mean, just think about how many wonderful videos you could create for your social media platforms for any and all your designs so that you can get people to understand and to know about your shop, about your designs, and come and visit your shop. It's really super simple to utilize. So there you have it, everybody. As you can see, it's really not that difficult to create some really amazing, eye-catching videos for your campaigns to drive traffic to your respective print-on-demand shop. Now, the FlexClip platform does offer a free basic subscription, which obviously does have some limitations, but it is enough to help you get started, to get your feet wet with the use of this particular platform, to see how great it is and how helpful it can be for your print-on-demand business. And then obviously, if you want to take it to the next level, then FlexClip obviously offers different monthly subscription plans that you can actually take a look and avail yourself and see obviously if it is something which is obviously going to be for you. You can actually access the pricing and the website via the link in the description below. Now I've got some real wonderful news to share with all of you. I was so impressed with this particular website, with the ease of use, the versatility of it, the accessibility, and just the vast amount of resources that are open to users of this particular platform, that I got in touch with the powers that be over there and I told them just how impressed I was with it, and they were gracious enough to provide 3 annual plus plans for me to be able to give to 3 lucky winners of this channel, for those of you who are watching this particular video. So if you'd like to be in for a chance of winning one of these 3 annual plans, there's only 2 simple things you need to do. The first, you need to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. And secondly, in the comments field below, I want you to type in the phrase summer fun. That's all you have to do. Just make sure that you do so before Saturday, 4th June 2022, because on the 5th of June, I'm going to select 3 lucky winners at random and announce the winners on my community page. So I want to wish each and every one of you the best of luck. Hopefully, I will be contacting you to award you with the prize. But again, you'll only have a chance of winning if you actually participate in the competition. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you learned a lot from it. If you did, please consider smashing the like button. Again, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell notification icon. But for today, that's all I've got. And as always, be safe, be well, be creative. Bye for now. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to find out more ways that you can take your print-on-demand business to the next level, why don't you check out one of these 2 episodes I have over here. And don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.